Viewers all over the world, I want to keep appreciating you for your love for Divine Reality TV. Thank you for sharing and then liking our TV. God will continue to reward you greatly. Uh, Today's edition on Divine Reality TV is going to be a hard blowing, very pathetic situation. I'm going to react on a video that we made previously, sometimes last week, and then I'm coming to bring you updates. On a reality TV, like I told us, it's not just about a particular thing. We want to be bringing us different kind of activities of life, and then how we can react to it, and how we can face such situations when we come in line with them. However, in today's video, uh, I will call it lack of proper home training, or especially for women and young men that want to be prepared, or that are preparing to go to the world here to start a new life. I mean, those who want to start a new life in terms of marriage, couple's life, and all of those. Now, because the kind of woman you are going to marry, you are is not somebody you just find on the way. It's somebody you must know very, very well. Somebody you must know very, very well. I observed in our last video concerning the lady that a young man sponsored to school, and then even go as far as giving him the kidney, giving her kidney. And then look at the way the lady reacted to the young man, because she felt after 7 years of graduation from maybe medical school, it's no longer fitting to her. But in this edition, this is very, very pathetic, like I said. I want you to watch the video and then you comment. Let's comment together. Let's react on this video and see how we can assist this lady break the holds she find herself in. And of course, because the way she's going about it is not the best way. I see that in this video, she went to go and invite policeman to to come and arrest the man in question, because he intended to break the oath. Nobody done that. And then my advice particularly want to go to the mother of this particular woman who felt that, because I'm too sure if you look at the previous video, you realize that the lady was trying to, from what we have seen from the last video, it's not as if the mother is the woman in question. I mean, the mama, is not the direct mother of this particular sister. If not, the state or the level or the position this woman supposed to be is not the role she's supposed to play in this case is not what she's playing. If you look at her, she was even, trying to support the woman the way she was very, very rude. Look at the way. I mean, somebody saying that it doesn't really matter. All those, if you look at those things that the young lady was talking about or is saying, it's not ideal for a young man. And the man that is trying to take her hand in marriage, I'm not sure. Maybe love is shaking the man now. And I'm not sure he really know this particular woman. Of course, I see that she's not a humble person. Of course, maybe the kind of character she has built up over time is not, I'm not really sure if the man is really, maybe he really know the kind of person he's going to have in relationship, because the character of that young woman is not really showing a very homely woman. She's so rude, and of course, I want her to go amicably in a way that will bring the man to see the reason why he must break that oath. Because oath taking, like I said in the last oath slash covenant, when you talk about oath, is also having a relation with covenants. Covenant or oath taking is not supposed to be taken levitly, because it's a very serious matter when it comes to life. Oath taking or covenants is something that can affect generation to generation. And that is one of the things I said in the last video concerning this video, that when you take a oath, of course, somebody has a question in the last comment, the last video, that can a blood covenant be broken? And I said, yes. You see, I will use this opportunity to answer that question more clearly. When you have a covenant, yes, don't forget that it's not only blood covenant that is called covenant. When you speak a word out, covenant can take place between two or more people. If you look at the scripture, you look at many people that have covenant with God. It may not necessarily mean blood covenant. It may be, I've seen many young men, many young people who are covenants, maybe with somebody when they are infatuating. Like I said, a lot of people do not really know the difference between infatuations and love. Maybe when they are infatuating, they just take a hold of blood covenant or even verbal covenant with somebody, and then this thing ban and it's affecting their life today. So there are different ways of breaking different kind of covenants. Of course, maybe I will make a video, to clarify this area, because that is a whole lot on its own. We talk about blood covenant, verbal covenant. Maybe when you speak in terms of agreements with somebody, and then the person is having a very strong power. Maybe you take a oath with somebody that has a very strong power, and you think you just make a statement. Oath is not a statement. Covenant is not a statement. It's beyond statement taking. It's beyond just speaking. And of course, there is a power endorsing what you have said. And of course, when you make those statements, immediately you make it, the supernatural agree to it. And I told a lot of people that, you don't handle things, the way you handle in physical, in the realm of the spirit. In the realm of the spirit, you don't make a mistake. In the realm of the spirit, you don't consider anything to be error. In the realm of the spirit, you don't consider anything to be mistake. They take you by your word. In the realm of the spirit, they accept you the way you are. The way things are well organized than in the physical realm here. So they don't consider you are pretending when you say, you are the one I'm going to marry, and you are the only one that will love for the rest of my life. And all those kind of words that young people take without really reasoning well, or even knowing the consequences of those ones. A lot of young men, young women have found themselves faced us in this kind of challenges of life because of these mistakes they have made over years. Maybe when they are in secondary school or in primary school, when they don't even know what love is all about, they make certain kind of fallacious promises that are bound them today. So, like I said, there are different kind of ways of going about different kind of oath taking, covenant, blood covenant. Under blood covenant, under covenant, we have different kind of covenant, blood covenant, verbal covenant, like I said. But when in terms of blood covenant, that is exchange and mixing of blood together and all of those stuff. These are things that has a lot of implications in journey of life. So, like I said, I'm going to make a video, to make illustration in case anybody has involved or they are involved in this kind of things, then we can enlighten us how we can go about it. Now, concerning this video we are watching, if you look at it very well, this young woman bring a police to come and arrest this man. And I've said it earlier, blood covenant is not something you can just force somebody. After all, you are not forced. You are not under trance before you go into that covenant. So it must come willingly. Even if you force a police, if you bring a police to come and force the man, I tell you, don't deceive yourself. If the man willingly do not agree and you force him, you will be deceiving yourself. It will still be binding on you because it is a thing of the spirit. Covenant is a thing of the spirit. And like I always tell people, when it comes to covenant, it's like you mix Coke and Fanta together. And how do you want to separate Coke and Fanta when they are mixed together? Well, scientifically, we talk about distillation when you want to separate it at a very high temperature. When at the degree or certain kind of degree, you can separate Coke from Fanta. But the truth is that Coke and Fanta, once they mix together, you know the implication. Okay, you will look at other examples like that. But when you make a blood covenant, what you are saying is that your blood is in my body, my own blood is in your body. Then how do you want to rectify that? How do you want to separate your own blood from the blood of the person? And worst of it all is the kidney or Daniel man. If he failed to forgive you for taking his kidney, and then, yes, we know that God is a merciful God, because I know some people will say, God is merciful God. But don't forget that God is also a righteous judge. All of these things we need to understand and how to go about it. Of course, repentance and of course forgiveness, they are something pertinent spiritually. And that is what I felt that this young woman should solicit for rather than doing it violently, because violence cannot assist this case. And I want to talk to that mama. The last time I dropped a word of encouragement to you that I'm not sure if it's your own daughter, your real daughter, you will support her to go about this in this way. As a mother, you should be wiser than your daughter. I see that the daughter, I mean, the one you call your daughter, is very rude. You should be able to put her correctly and put her in the right path and tell her the way to go about it. Because I see that you are even fueling this. This young woman should talk to herself. Of course, I know you look so violent and you are not humble. I'm sorry, you will not like the way I'm talking, but this is the truth. You have to come down. For you to even make a good woman in the house, for you to make a good spouse, you have to be humbled. Yes, I know your spouse or your husband to be can lie the way you are, but in the near future, you have problem with that young man if you continue in this way. Learn to humble yourself and, of course, be a good woman. If you are truly a medical doctor, your profession is a profession that should be very, very disciplined, of course, in talk, in emotion, in everything. Because even in emotion, I see that you lack total feelings. Look at the way you talk, and so what, and so that. That somebody give you a kidney, his own kidney, and so what? You think it's so easy, and then when you comes to, you say you want to return the money. How much can you return in place of a kidney? And how much can you pay back for all the good gestures that this guy has given to you? It's because I love you so much. That is why I'm still talking about this case. I will consider this part 2 of the previous video I've done. I'm using this to encourage you and to encourage everyone who are in this kind of, or that knows somebody who has this kind of experience. It should be settled amicably, and of course, in breaking blood covenants or anything related to that, it needs the agreement of the other person. Of course, in the way to go about it, and of course, how to break that covenant. Until we see again in another edition of Divine Reality TV, I still remain yours, Olu-martins Oluwafemi, saying God bless you.